Sir? Sir? There's still moles around, right?
Not that I know of, no.
It's just that I wanted to start working my field again, but as soon as I turned my back, everything's been turned upside down.
And you think that other moles came?
Well, that's what I thought. I didn't want to stick around to make sure.
I understand. I'll go see what's happening.
Thank you. It's just, I don't really dare to go there now.
I gotta go. What are you doing here?
I'm a farm worker.
Well, hey, and I'm the dowser. Yeah, sure. You wouldn't happen to be destroying the cops, would you?
No, I mean, I have my reasons. Now leave me alone.
Seeing as you say you got your reasons, tell me.
Maybe you didn't see what happened here, but I fought here. I saw my friends fall to the ground, and they weren't laughing. I saw the ground flowing with blood, so the men from Shadowlair could get rich. I saw men die just because the guild wanted to get bigger. I can't let them do that. I want them to pay for it. I won't let them use the bodies of my friends to feed the fat people in the city.
This man has a serious screw loose. I didn't know some of the soldiers who fought here were kept for the field. An unfortunate mistake.
Yeah, it wasn't hard to get them to come back here. The water usually stays in the canals underground, but you just sprinkle a little around and they turn up.
You wasted water to destroy these crops? That's a bit much.
And you think our blood was nothing?
Tell me something. You don't work for Abundance, do you? Because what you're doing is a lot like enemy sabotage.
Bullshit! I fought those guys. You can accuse me of a lot of things, but not that. It's just that I find what they're doing here pretty disgusting.
When you think about it, who are you helping with all this? Your buddies? They're dead. The poor bastards like you who fought for the guild? Not really, since they're the ones who hired me. The only ones you're really helping are the enemy, Abundance. You're weakening Aurora here and paving the way for the others to return.
I see. You're probably right. I should go.
But that's it? You seem pretty satisfied. It's over. No more moles? Come on, tell me what happened.
It wasn't the moles. There was a guy sabotaging your work. He didn't like the idea of plants growing over a mass grave. He's called Sympathy.
What? Sympathy? The farm worker? If I press charges, maybe I can get compensation for all the work I lost here. Can't see why I should be the only one out of pocket. But regardless, here, take this. And thanks again.
So that's it. A whole mess of pre-turmoil artifacts. Kind of explains the Technomancer's excitement.
So this place is a mine of knowledge for them. You're one of them. Do you know if they're interested enough in these relics to send in their best troops?
I'm not like them, Devotion, but yes, absolutely. Places with as much stuff as this are rare. They can find things here to increase their power.
How?
With the knowledge they can get here, and also the fact I'm sure they're hoping to get new equipment. We can't use the fluid without this gear we're wearing, but we don't know how to make this sort of stuff anymore. You get it from places like this.
I see. We have to tell the General about this.
Any news about the site? Did you get in?
You were right. It's not an ordinary site, and they're definitely not rebuilding. It's full of digs. A pre-turmoil site.
So that's what it's about. Relics. They want even more power. I'd even say that they may have manipulated everybody, including me, to get the war to move to the site. Bastards. One thing I don't get, though. Why Wisdom, if he got wind of this, would back them? Not his style. Relics paid for with lives? No, doesn't make sense.
Listen, we're not the only ones interested in the site. There was a group of resistance fighters there. They wanted to sabotage the drilling.
That explains what I heard about. The Technomancers are preparing an assault on the Resistance. They know where they meet. And so do I, thanks to my sources. I don't want them to kill them all. Those Utopians can be useful by weakening and scattering the Technomancers. Not to mention what they can tell us. Go warn them. And if the Technomancers are already there, make sure the Resistance can escape.
Divide and conquer, huh? All right, I'll tell them.
That's an excellent strategy, General. As usual.
Thank you, child. What do you want?
You think that the Technomancers were so eager to get their hands on these relics that they tricked the Source into starting the war against Abundance?
No, not to that point. Remember that it was Abundance that started the war by killing our previous Dowser. They hoped it would weaken us enough that we would surrender. Because of Wisdom and the Alliance, they failed, as you know. On the other hand, the battles around Green Hope were perhaps a direct result of their schemes. I never really understood why the fighting came this way. But in the heat of the action, I basically thought about winning the battle and taking as few losses as possible. And now I'm wondering, like you.
I'm going.
Don't move. You're all under arrest.
Shit! Someone talked! Get out of here!
You're a surprisingly good man. I didn't think a renegade would show so much respect for life.
You thought I was a bloodthirsty monster, is that it?
No. I mean, perhaps. My masters always taught us that outcasts were evil. But you spare your enemies.
It's often said that life is precious, right? I'd rather leave people alive when I can.
And yet you killed Sean.
He didn't really give me a choice. If he'd have gotten back up, we'd have had half the soldiers in abundance after us. I had to kill him. I'm sorry.
Hey, Roy. You need me?
Like...
Hello, Roy.
Most of the Resistance fighters got away. Technomancers were already there when I got there, but I created a diversion. I searched some of them, found a pass on their leader. I'm guessing it gives access to their HQ.
Excellent. I can't say I share their point of view, but the Resistance fighters are more useful to us alive. I found out that Wisdom was going to visit Green Hope. Based on the information you gave me, I'm almost certain he's coming to see the work of the digs. Even though I'm still puzzled at his interest.
Could be he's religious. The Technomancers may have used that aspect to get him to support them.
No, it's not like him. I remember he used to joke about people that were too superstitious. A pre-turmoil site would obviously give the guild more impact, but that's too indirect to interest him.
He's your friend, after all. Why not ask him?
I did, but he was very evasive and let me know it was none of my business. I want to know what it all means. You can use his visit to get into the Technomancer's building and try to find out more.
Even if I was lucky to find a pass on the Technomancers I beat, it won't be easy to enter without being seen. But, I'll do my best.
We'll make it. This is a dangerous mission, but if I'm with you, I'll do my best to help.
You are a valuable employee, Devotion. Roy, you should take her with you. She'll be useful.
All right, we'll go together. It's true, your skills could come in handy.
With pleasure.
What do you want to...
Have you been watching over the Resistance fighters for long now?
Don't mistake my intentions for a second. I consider these people to be dangerous. But again, they can be useful to us. That was the idea behind this mission. Let that group of idiots keep putting sticks in the spokes of the Technomancers. But I'll be keeping an eye on them. If they go too far, they'll be arrested, and I'll throw them in prison to rot.
I'm going.